Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
Return tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Trying to find room. It's Peterson. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's the running back in the flat. It was a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's looking deep here. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver. And the Trojans will send their punt team onto the field. He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. NC State offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Physical run, earns the first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Boy, I thought he might take that one all the way to the house. What a nice job by being able to find that lane in that defense. He picks up big yards, and the defense is fortunate to get him out of bounds there inside the 10-yard line.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, NC State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. I know he was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's 3rd and long for this offense. Football right at midfield. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the sophomore has got him for a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The Trojans will line up to kick it away. We're going to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run it. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Trying to extend the play. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And they'll use the ground game here. Looks like NC State will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Trying the run, it's Toppins.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, NC State 7, USC 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Fakes the handoff. Looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 8-yard line. Second down. Okay, ready?
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he's got it. Touchdown, North Carolina State. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
After the loss on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Quarterback drops back. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. He's at the 50. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
Keeping it on the ground here. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
It's a first down for USC's offense. Nice job up front and an outstanding run here by this running back. What great tradition that USC has at running the football and having great backs. And it's beautiful to see another good one here today.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, the offensive line is so caught up in communicating to pick up the defensive lineman. Nobody picks up the middle linebacker on the blitz. He gets the sack.
That sack sets up a 2nd down and very long. The pocket breaking down. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Drops back, looking to throw on 3rd and forever. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And your NC State fullback will take over 1st and 7.
So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff to the back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's past the 35. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race at the 20. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 3-touchdown lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Okada. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over.
The USC offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. Running out of time in the pocket. And the sophomore making an impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
And that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. When offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks loose at the 15. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down. Defense not pressing this time. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. The sure hands, it's Peterson. You know, the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
And the Trojans will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. Fair catch made at the 20. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. 1st down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, NC State. This offense really clicking.
That's playing to the echo of the whistle here in this 1st half. They just keep pouring it on. Why not just continue to be aggressive? It's worked out so far for them. What a big lead they've worked up now here in this 1st half.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. Attack on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. NC State will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Peterson. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Important 3rd down play coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Looking for the wide out. It's a fourth down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Get set. Ready.
Takes the handoff. It's Toppins. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
The Wolfpack line up now, first and goal. Sticking with the running game. Touchdown, North Carolina State. And this one is getting ugly. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a two-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this two-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
USC 0.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive.
USC offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Play action fake, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Trojans will have first and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense getting set. It's second down.
Razor. Down.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up an important third down. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
The Trojans are going to cash in here in the red zone.
3:25.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Good enough for first down yardage.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. He's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Yankee blue. Lasso. Lasso. Hornet. Hornet.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, SC. And now here comes the point after attempt.
Number 1 with the catch and score.
And they make the extra point. Trail now 35-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
The score, NC State 35, USC 7.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep.
Return
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
I love to see this from this running back. Let's not forget the last time they were out, he put the ball on the ground, but he has a short memory. Comes back out next time, gets the ball in his hands, delivers with a big-time run on this drive.
Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, NC State 35, USC 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And on the carry, he's heading left. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
NC State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Movement at the second level of the defense now.
6-9-1. Gators bar.
And now the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. NC State comes to the line quickly. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. The eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down here for this offense.
Jet. Moves.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He shreds the tackle.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Jackrabbit.
And he drops back in the gun. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. The attempt is no good. A misfire there, but this has been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Yeah, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion sets up a second down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down after that run on the previous play.
42 Spider. 4. Ready.
He'll hand it off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Pressure is coming. On the run here. Lets it go. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Returner trying to create good field position. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. On the move. They finally chase him down, but a huge return. Very lucky he didn't bring that all the way to the house. Just a bit more space, and he was gone. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
come to the line for second down and very short now.
Pound 55 wheat.
And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the Trojans are on the move here.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Caught near the goal line. He goes down, but the important thing is enough to move the sticks and a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Got it.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. Offense facing second and goal.
Cut it. 29 Philly. Gaucho. Ready.
And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, USC.
Touchdown, USC. Number 83. Hauls it in the end zone.
What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt?
325.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. And it's incomplete. He got away with one there. A dangerous throw.
Is no good. That keeps the
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
USC 13.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone.
Return
Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive.
NC State Wolfpack will take over. First and 10.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, frankly, Kirk, we hope for games that are a little bit more suspenseful. This one got out of hand early, ended up being a rout.
That's putting it nicely, Chris, right? This was a complete blowout. A solid performance in all areas by this team. Their coaches should be proud of how they looked out there today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.